So we get a film about a guy that traps in a building and try to save a bunch of people. Yeah, I wish now. In any way, that was a B-roll, so back to the review. Skyscraper stars Dwayne Johnson and Neve Campbell, and this is about a guy that was an FBI agent and now is a security expert. He gives all those kind of advices to different companies, and he started to work at the tallest tower in the world, runs by this high-tech tycoon. From what I said at the beginning, you pretty much understand what I think about this film. This film is not good. The entire movie is basically The Rock trying to get to his family, but there's really nothing there. From the first act, we introduced into The Rock and his family, his wife Neve Campbell and his two children, and from there you kind of understand that they are basically plot devices. They basically just spawn some tools that the writer will later use to make The Rock do things. They are not really people or a character that we can relate to. The mother also, which first introduced to us to a woman who doesn't really understand technology. She asked from The Rock to fix her phone. We later become an expert in technology. Villain is laughable. There's no real tension between them like in Die Hard, between Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman. These great tense dialogues that were there. So basically the story, Dwayne Johnson starts to work at this company, and what we understand is that a bunch of people want something in this building, of course. And now we have a movie in which The Rock tried to save his family from the burning building. You expect from a movie like that to be at least suspenseful with good tension, maybe some great fight scenes, but the movie really doesn't have any of those. The great tension that could be between hero and villain is not there. Even you expect to be a tension in the burning scenes. Like Neve Campbell and her children are surrounded by fire. There's fire everywhere, and they are not sweating. Their skin is white, it's clear, there's nothing there. It's laughable. There's no tension, there's nothing, which make you don't buy the special effects because they don't do anything. They just kind of there. Another problem is the major lack of focus. While at Die Hard, the film had a great focus. The movie made a very good balance. Focus what happens with Alan Rickman and the people that trapped with him, what happened between Bruce Willis and the cops, and what happens with the police out there. This movie is very jumbled. The editing in this film is a mess. We get 30 minutes with The Rock, 5 minutes with the cops, 1 minute with the villain. There's no really a sense of story. You don't really understand how villains got into some places. You don't really understand how they got into the building from the first place, because the movie doesn't explain that. This is a very big disappointment. With a premise that has been done so many times, you at least expect it to be good, watchable. I was bored. and I hate to say that because I really like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The movie also rips off three of my favorite action films: Die Hard, Mission Impossible 4, and Enter the Dragon. There are so many scenes and shots that I was like, this is Enter the Dragon. This is they rip off Enter the Dragon. Why? Did you try to pay homage to that? Because it just comes up as a rip-off. The movie also has this annoying trailer, because in the trailers there are scenes which are not in the movie. They look like they reshot the entire film, which how the films looked, I will not be surprised if they did. It feels like a big production failure, and I was very disappointed by it. As for goods, the film looks nice, and it is well lit. The CGI is good, except for some shots that don't hold up. The CGI is good. Like, you are in a big building in the middle of the sky. You just don't buy all the scenes that happens within it. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a likable guy. He's a likable actor. I can't really don't like him in the film. It's just the product that he's in with that is so poorly made. To sum up, Skyscraper is really disappointing, poorly executed version of Die Hard. I will give Skyscraper 3. Just because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and some of the special effects were actually good. You don't really need to rush and see it. You can really wait until it gets into the television. I'm looking forward for Mission Impossible 6. I think it will be a lot better. Maybe even The Equalizer 2. I don't know. And guys, what did you think about Skyscraper? Did you like it? Comment down below. Let me know. Subscribe my channel to another reviews, and see you next time.